Is property still a good investment in South Africa? Now, this is a question that I'm getting on a regular basis, especially with what is happening in South Africa at the moment. Because let's face it, the South Africa's property market can feel like a soap opera, right? Interest rise, falls, Eskom is collapsing, and nowadays with the looming shadow of the expropriation without compensation bill, it is in our face all the time, every single day it's in the news. And I get it. I get it why people say, but is it still a great investment? So is property therefore still a good investment in South Africa? And the answer, the short one, is only if the numbers work. That is the only real answer. If your investment growth rate, your IGR, of a property doesn't beat your FFGR, your financial freedom growth rate, then I can tell you that it's not a good investment. Full stop. Now, in property, there's 7 laws. We call it the 7 laws of a property investor. And the 0th law basically says that you must want it. In other words, unless you desire to get to financial freedom, you're not going to put in the time and the effort that is needed in order to learn how to invest in property. So before perhaps we start talking about bricks and about bonds and about bargains, let's talk about you. Do you really want to invest? Do you understand what goes with that investment? Do you understand the commitment? And if you're not prepared to make that commitment, then I could tell you that property in South Africa or anywhere in the world is going to be a bad investment. So the question that you need to answer at first is, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to put in the time and the effort, in other words, the will? And are you willing to challenge everything that you've been told? Because let's face it, everyone's got an opinion. But 99% of those opinions are not based on reality, on fact. It's based on emotion. Because you see, a true property investor must have the clear vision of their financial freedom. In other words, what is financial freedom? What does it mean to you specifically? Why do you want to become financially free? In my case, when I started with this journey in 1987, I wanted to be in a position financially where I could do what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want, with whom I want, without worrying about money. And I could see that property was the vehicle or one of the vehicles that I could use in order to be able to do it. So why do you want that financial freedom? Unless you are clear about that, you're going to battle with and as the property investor. So this simply means that our frame of mind, our mindset must be that we have to commit to learn before we earn. If you get this, that it's because of the knowledge, it's because of the wisdom. That is why you're going to earn, and that is why property becomes a great investment. Right. So you must know that emotions are very, very expensive, and that knowledge pays the dividend. Now, I see from 23 years of experience that most people do not pay any attention to themselves before they invest. They think it's a great investment and then they go for it. So perhaps let's take a practical example and let's do a couple of numbers just to get the feeling for it. So imagine that you've got a property that you can buy for R1 million. I'm taking random figures, although it's not that random because I've looked at the situation like this not a long time ago. And you can get 100% bond on that. The bond is for 20 years at 11.5%. Therefore, the repayments are in the vicinity of 10,713 Rand per month. Now, you are renting this place out because you see it as investment. And you are getting, let's make it 8,000 Rand per month on this specific property. But then there are costs. So we have to look at the rates and taxes and levies and the insurance and all of that goes with it. And let's make that a round figure of 3,000 Rand per month. So when we look at the cash flow, there's 8,000 coming into this property, but then what flows out? There's 10,730 Rand on the bond. There's approximately 3,000 Rand in terms of expenses. That leaves us with a negative cash flow on this case of 5,715 or 5,713 rands per month. So what does it mean? It simply means that you are bleeding 68,556 rands per year. In other words, this property is costing you. So if you do not have this 5,713 rand that you can invest in this property, this is your surplus, this goes out of your property, out of your pocket, right? Then you cannot buy or you cannot afford this deal. Okay, but this is only one part of the story. You see, we invest in property because we think that there's going to be a capital growth. So unless the capital growth on this specific property is going to be magical, which I can tell you it's not, because the average over the last 5 to 7 years is about 4%, then this deal is dead before we even do the calculations. Why do I say so? Well, it's going to depend on your financial freedom growth rate. Right. So if I've got 5,713 rand to invest per month, then I've got a choice. By not buying this property, right, and renting the property as an example, I could put that 5,713 in unit trust. But if I'm buying the property, then I need the 5,713 rand as a surplus in order to break even with all my expenses. This means this 5,713 rand becomes my investment, right? My surplus. Now, if I want 10 million in 10 years' time from now, let's make it 10 years' time from now, what growth must I get on the 5,730 rand? And that is going to be 42%. So now we've established my financial freedom growth rate. This is what I need in terms of the growth on my surplus, the 5,730 rand, so that I can have 10 million, so that that will help me to be financially free. We call that your freedom number, the 10 million. There's better ways to calculate it. I'm giving you a shortcut at the moment, right? So if that is 42%, and we look at the IGR of this property, especially for the first year, we're going to see it's negative. Even if that property grows at 4%, because if you are in a fire sale and you have to sell that property in a year's time from now, the estate agent is going to take 7-8%. In other words, you are down by 4% plus the 60,000 rand. Now, if you do the rest of the sum, you're going to see you're going to be able to get to 8 to 9% IGR on this property. Now, I don't even have to do this deal because just these figures that I've shown you is enough for me to walk away from that deal, because this deal failed, and it fails instantly, irrespective of what a estate agent or a financial planner or whoever is going to tell you. Now, when we invest in property, I've got 7 laws. I call it the 7 laws of the property investor. And maybe let me throw this in as a sort of a bonus just for you to see how it works. The 0th law is basically, that's to do with the mental state. Do you really want this thing? Do you really want to invest in property so that you can get to financial freedom? Are you mentally and strategically prepared to put in the time and the effort in order to manage this property, to go through the drill, put in the time in order to find the right property, right? So that's the first law. Then says basically you must first get the skills. Unless you're going to get the skills, nothing is going to work. If you're not prepared to learn the skills that you need in order to invest in property, don't invest in property. Any property that you're going to buy will be a bad property, irrespective of what whoever says, right? Now, the second law, by the way, of a property investor simply says cash flow is more important than capital, right? So don't chase appreciation. When people talk in property, they say property is a great deal because it appreciates. Well, it does not appreciate that the appreciation is not that great because it's less than 4%. Right. The moment that you start chasing appreciation, you are dead in your trap. Focus on properties that put money into your pocket every single month. That is what you need to focus on, and you need to understand how it works. So when I look at this specific property, even before I've done the calculation, I can tell you that this property is bad, simply because it eats cash. You have to have that cash. What if you lose your job? Then that property is gone, right? Because now it's a fire sale. Everyone knows that you have to sell. And therefore, they're not going to give you what that property may be worth to you. The first law, by the way, says, don't become emotionally involved, do the sums. And do you know how few people I've met over the last 23 years as I'm helping other people as a mentor to invest in property? What if I'm telling you that less than 2% have done some sort of sum? Not the property pro-investment program and follow the system. I'm just saying some form of sums, except can I afford it, yes or no? So make sure that you run the numbers. Don't fall in love with the kitchen. Don't fall in love with the property. Fall in love with the numbers. Fall in love with the growth that you can get on that property. Right? Because you see, if I can give you a tip perhaps, emotions makes you poor. Emotion makes you poor. But math makes you rich. The moment that you get this, then you're going to see everything is simple. Now, a lot of people have got a problem, but I'm not good with math. But if you've got a system, you simply put in the different numbers and it gives you the answer. You don't have to do any calculations on condition that you've got the right system. So there's something else that we also have to take into consideration to see if a property is going to be a great deal or not, especially in South Africa at this stage. And that is, maybe we need to have a look at the legal reality. In other words, let's do a reality check, a legal reality check. There's the Rental Housing Act. Now, do you know that this act actually protects the tenants? So if you do not know the basics of this act and what your rights as a property owner, what they are, you're going to run into all sorts of problems. And for that reason, you need to pay attention to the Rental Housing Act and how to protect yourself, because the government is not going to do it. I guarantee that to you. But you can do it, and you can do it legally, and you do not have to have any problems with tenants ever in your life, on condition that you know what to do and you've got the skills to be able to do it. There's another act that is playing a huge role nowadays since last year, 2024, and that is the Expropriation of Property Act, or the Expropriation Bill, because this can affect your long-term ownership in the property. This means that you really have to make sure how to protect your assets, yourself, and your property, right? In terms of the property rights. And we're not only talking about real estate. I'm talking about your pension fund. I'm talking about your car. I'm talking about your shares, your unit trust. I'm talking about all of your property, all of your assets that is affected by this. But do you know, if you've got the skills, there are ways that we structure the deal so that it makes it impossible for the government to take control of that property. But then there's another act, and that is the Act on Sectional Titles. This controls your responsibility within that complex. Now, let me give you a tip, if I may. Unless I control that body corporate, in other words, I've got the majority of properties within for example, if you're a developer, right, you keep, let's say, 60% of the properties and you sell off the rest, then you're still in control, which, by the way, is one of the laws of a property investor, is to be in control, right? Then there is no ways that I'm going to invest in sectional titles, simply because you've got no control over that. It means that the body corporate can decide. I've seen horror stories over the last 23 years as a mentor, where the body corporate decides we're going to erect this enormous entrance because the house owners want to have a post. And it costs millions, and then there's a special levy, and then something that could have been maybe a great investment becomes absolutely a waste of money, right? So make sure that you know and you understand how this works. And by the way, if you're going to look at these new developments and to start doing the sums, my friend, you're going to do a backflip when you see how bad those investments really are. But they're going to tell you it's great investments, and they will tell you about Section 13(6) and stuff like that. But the trick is do the calculation. So what is the verdict in terms of is property still a great investment in South Africa? And the answer is yes. Property can be a great investment, but only when you follow the wealth creator strategy, verify the subs with the Property Pro investment system, you apply the Seaman law, and you make sure that your investment growth rate is bigger than your FFGR. Then, by all means, property is one of the greatest investments, especially for people that start off and that's got a salary. Because in the beginning, the bank, so to speak, can help you. But if it's that property, it means nothing. So when you buy, you have to follow this that I just gave you. If it does not adhere to this, then it is not a great investment. And I will walk away, right? So it's not property as such. It's our experience. It's our competency that makes that property a great deal. And unfortunately, most people do not have it because they don't understand the basics. So the best deal, if I can give you a tip, is often the one that you don't take. What do I mean with that? I've got different courses on property investments from beginners to serious advanced. So at one stage, one of my students came to me and he said to me, "Honest, this thing is not working. This mentoring program, this course that you've got is not working for me." And I say, "Why do you say this?" He says, "I can't find any property that is giving me my FFGR. I can't find any property that's giving me my FFGR." And I say, "Okay, what's your FFGR?" He says it's 105%. Now, immediately there are bells, that goes off when someone, especially in the beginning. In other words, he's lining him up for an expectation. Now, of course, if you've got a certain level, then 105% is nothing. But if you just start off, then 105% is you need to get your bearings together in order to be able to do that. Right. But then I asked him another question. I said, "Okay, how many properties have you analyzed?" He says, "No, 6. 6 properties." I said, "Okay, if you did not analyze a property according to the Property Pro investment system, is there a property or different properties that you would buy, perhaps?" He said, "Of course. There's a nice property and it gave me a description." And I said, "What's the growth on that property?" He said to me, "It's about 25%. I said to him, "Okay, let's assume you did not do this course. Would you have bought that property?" "Yeah, you would have definitely bought that property." I said, "And?" He said, "Well, I would never get to financial freedom." I said to him, "Why do you say that this we do not deliver? Do you know what you've just told me? You've told me what everyone is in. They in that predicament, in that situation, because they do not have the property investment system to see the future. So because you saw the future, because you know that this thing is going to cost you money, it's going to keep you from being financially free one day, that's the reason why you decided not to do it. In other words, you've already saved yourself millions, not tens of thousands or 100,000. You've saved yourself millions. Plus, you saved yourself from falling into the trap that everyone is to work for the rest of your life." I said, "But 6 properties, I don't think you can build enough experience. Sometimes we're lucky. But do you know the first time that I've used this system of mine, I've analyzed 133 properties. And in doing so, I built an enormous competency. So when I bought my first property, it was a free property. It was a property with an infinite return. Now, you can't beat that. And as I'm taking you through the process, right, for my students, you're going to see how powerful that is. But it's the knowledge. That deal is a great deal, and that deal is worthwhile to wait. You wait till you get the right deal. You don't have to do anything, because there's a lot of other things that we can do in the meantime, and I can show you where to park that money in and what to do. Now, what's the next step? I'd like to give you another tip. Like, most investors don't fail because of the economy. They fail because they make one bad decision. And unfortunately, property is going to be one of the biggest financial decisions that you'll have to make in your life, right? And if you make the wrong decision, make a bad decision. My daughter says it's the wrong decision when she was small, right? If you make that bad decision, in terms of either the way that you're going to structure it, or the way that you're going to finance it, or you use the different or the wrong strategy, and all of that relates to one thing, and that is you fail to do the sum, because the sum is going to show you very, very quickly if you've made a mess of any of these areas. That cost will cost you years of progress. In other words, it's going to cost you millions of rand, because that 5,700 rand in this case is out of circulation, and the growth on that is a miserable 8% over the next 10 years. You could do better with a unit trust if you were lucky. But there's a lot of time and effort that goes into property. So it's going to cost you millions, and that takes you that you haven't got more surplus. So you've got to correct this situation. And therefore you're going to live with this till the day that you either sell or that you retire, only to find out it is not working. Plus, you'll never be in a position where you can buy a second and a third and a fourth property in order to supplement this that you've got, simply because of one big mistake. And sometimes it doesn't seem like a mistake. For most people, it doesn't seem like a mistake when they make that mistake, because they don't know it's a mistake. Now, we don't want that to happen to you. That is why, if you're serious, and I stress this, if you are serious about investing in property, we'd love to build a custom roadmap for you based on your current level, based on the current resources that you've got, and based on your financial freedom goal. We call this your personalized wealth roadmap here at the Wealth Creators University. And this is where you will discover the fastest, the smartest path to go from where you are right now with what you've got to financial freedom, using property as your main investment strategy. This is the exact plan that I followed in 1987 when I discovered the Wealth Creator strategy, when I discovered the formula for riches, and when I discovered that your IGR must be bigger than your FFGR, and I developed the Property Pro investment system. But we are all at different levels. There's no one solution to everything, because we are unique. Our situation is unique. Our circumstances is unique, as well as our environment. And therefore, because of all this experience that we've built over the last 40 years, we can help you in terms of what is that investment strategy. That is, of course, if you want, right? So it's a very short assessment. It's going to take you less than about 3 minutes, make it 3 minutes. And by doing this, we'll help you to identify the biggest opportunities as well as risks, to show you which skills or strategies you need next, because any investment works on skill levels. So in property, for example, there are 7 different skill levels. We'll show you where to start, what is the strategy, what is the skill that you have to master. And we can do it very, very, very quickly. Of course, if you are prepared to put in the time and the effort in order to do that. So we can help you. So by filling in that little form, you're going to help us to understand how we can support you on a personal level or individual level. So if you qualify for our mentorship program, we're going to show you exactly how it works. What if you do not qualify, if you are not ready yet? Then we still give you the full feedback as well as the next steps. There's not going to be any pressure. It's just going to be add value so that when you're ready, we can start with this journey. But to get ready sometimes takes a little bit of time and effort and a little bit of study in order to get to that level where you can say, okay, now I'm ready. I understand the terminology. We can start with this process. So all you have to do, if you are serious, only if you're serious, is to type the word roadmap into the comment section, right? And that will then, we will pick this up and we are going to send you a free property assessment form. You simply fill that in and then we'll come back and keep you in the loop as quickly as possible, right? And by doing that, we can map out your future together for what is best for you, taking your circumstances into consideration. Now, who's this perfectly? If you have got no properties, but you've got a job and you want to invest in properties, then of course this is you in the best of situation, because there's no mistake that you can make. Most people have already bought, or a lot of people already bought properties, and now they have to correct that. Not that they can't do it, but you've got an unfair advantage over those people, right? Also, if you just started, maybe you've got 1 or 3, and now you get stuck, you can't get on, you want to scale, but you don't know how to do it, we can help you there. And this plan will show that. Also, if you're invested and you feel stuck or overwhelmed, once we had a student that had 600 properties, and he was on the brink to lose all of those properties, right? And we basically start taking him through the process. So if you're overwhelmed, we can show you that there's far better ways. You don't need to be overwhelmed with the amount of properties, or even with the information that you've got, especially on our mentoring programs. Or maybe you're someone that are tired of guessing and you are ready for a plan. Then it's going to be perfect. So if you are ready to start your property investment journey, simply type in the word roadmap, and then you're going to discover the fastest and smartest path to go from where you are to where you want to be in the shortest possible time. And I hope that is called financial freedom. You can, of course, also join our free Property Accelerator Masterclass. I don't charge anything for that. And there you're going to learn to invest in property using real numbers, creative financing, as well as the way of creative strategy. It is perfect for beginners as well as for current home owners looking to invest in property. And all you have to do is in the description area, right, you're going to find a link. You click on that link. There's a form, a place where we're going to ask you details. You fill that in and you send it. The system will book you, and all you have to do is to pitch up, and then I'm going to see you there. Thanks for your time.